Trying to tear out all the ideals you instilled in me has become a full-time job. Take a seam ripper to my flesh, bloodlet, stain my pure white threads red, and before I'm even finished, you're hooking up the IV for another transfusion again. Talking, preaching, voice stabbing through my skull, wooden stake through my heart, almost 2 hours straight in the car, and my head is throbbing, but you don't care, and you're far too loud to ever listen. I don't know how to get you out of me. Like chemotherapy and cancer, I try to get rid of you and it hurts me in the process. Sometimes it's easier to just go along with it, but I can't live if I don't cut you out. So I grab the kitchen shears, the tough ones with the black grips, and start hacking. Fuck the collateral damage, I just need it done. I want it to be over. I can't take the purgatory anymore. The constant back and forth, the 1 step ahead and 2 steps back, the breaking down, down, down. The no will to live, the feeling like a burden, the feeling guilty every time I enjoy something that you told me was wrong. No friends, no school, no music, no art, no sex. Remind me again what's left? Oh, it's you. So desperate to not be alone that you can't see you'll be the reason I give up, and I'm so fucking close. So keep pushing your luck, you lucky bastard. How many times have you said you could have easily died years ago? Well, ditto. I've been trying to get you out of my head for years, but I never knew it would feel like this. I never knew I'd be reversing through the last 6 years of shit, only to realize it went back even further than that. I didn't think I'd be gasping, curled up in the fetal position on my basement floor, pacing and scratching and screaming. The world as I know it is ending, and all you can say is that it's my fault I'm depressed. Couldn't be the years of abuse, physical and verbal and psychological, my constant forgiving. Friends tell me, Hannah, you're too trusting, always trying to convince myself you mean well because the alternative? I could never see you being that malicious until you had your hand around my throat and my feet were dangling above the floor, until you dragged me around by my hair, until you punched me because I'd had a boy over and you weren't feeling well. Until I felt so afraid of you that I could finally see what a fucking monster you're capable of being. I will separate your church, my state, mind, body, and even if I'm not strong enough to withstand this most divine division, at least I'll die trying. There's this scene in V for Vendetta where Evie finally emerges from her torture, a new woman, and while V explains what happened, she starts to panic. She can't breathe, she collapses to the floor. You're afraid because you can feel freedom closing in upon you. You're afraid because freedom is terrifying. You're almost there. Go closer. Feel the shape of it. The door of the cage is open, Evie. All that you feel is the wind.